Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Poppy Nozawa is the real killer. Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, has taken his ex-daughter Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, under his wing on The Bold and the Beautiful. But according to B&B spoilers, there's still another big twist coming in the murders. Let's be real. The only way Dollar Bill can clear Luna's name is if there's another killer. But rumor has it that might actually be the case. Keep reading for all the details. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and the Beautiful. When Luna Nozawa killed Hollis and Tom's star, Clint Howard, by poisoning them, it was believed that she did it so she could be Bill Spencer's daughter and not the Il Giardino pizza boy's daughter. However, there's someone else who had way more to lose by the truth coming out about Luna's father. This week on Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan, Naomi Mastuda, and her sister Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, will have an explosive fight. Dr. Lee Finnegan will accuse her sister of lying about Tom Starr and Bill Spencer because her husband Jack Finnegan, Ted King, is actually Luna's dad. Poppy had way more reason to keep Luna's paternity a secret than Luna did. If Jack Finnegan is Luna's real dad, did Poppy kill two innocent men to keep it a secret and protect her sister from finding out? Bill has been spending a lot of time with Luna and discussing the details of the Il Giardino murders with her. There were always theories floating around that Luna was brainwashed or manipulated while she was in some sort of trance to kill the two men. And now her mother Poppy has all the reason in the world to want to silence people that were raising questions about Luna's paternity. Do you think that Poppy used her daughter to take out her fake dad so there wouldn't be any more paternity tests and questions from her sister Lee Finnegan? In a shocking twist that fans of The Bold and the Beautiful never saw coming, a new suspect has emerged in the ongoing mystery that has rocked the Forrester family to its core. While many have been fixated on the usual suspects, characters with deep-rooted grudges, dark secrets, and questionable motives, a surprising revelation has left everyone stunned. Poppy Nozawa, the seemingly innocent and underestimated underling in the fashion empire, is the real killer. For weeks, viewers have been kept on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting answers to the murder that has plagued the Forrester family. With each new clue, the plot has thickened, and suspicions have swirled around various members of the cast, from the ever-scheming Quinn Fuller to the tortured soul of Liam Spencer. But the real mastermind behind the heinous crime was someone no one ever suspected, someone so cleverly hidden in plain sight that her true nature remained shrouded in mystery until now. The unsuspecting Poppy. Poppy Nozawa first appeared on the scene as an assistant at Forrester Creations, a quiet and seemingly harmless woman with a passion for fashion and a knack for organizing events. She was the kind of character who blended into the background, offering a helping hand here and there without ever drawing much attention to herself. She was always the calm one, the one who quietly went about her work while others around her dealt with the drama and intrigue of the high-fashion world. But as the investigation into the murder began to heat up, Poppy's role in the company started to become more complex. She'd been there for many of the key events leading up to the crime, but her presence had often gone unnoticed or been written off as incidental. It was only after a deeper dive into her background and her subtle actions that fans began to see the cracks in her innocent exterior. Her quiet demeanor, once seen as a sign of professionalism, started to appear more like a cover for something darker, a way for Poppy to hide in plain sight and manipulate those around her. As detectives pieced together the timeline of events, one detail stood out like a glaring neon sign. Poppy was the last person to be seen with the victim before the murder took place. She was, in fact, the last person who had the opportunity to kill them. The secret motivations. At first, Poppy seemed to have no motive for murder. She was not known for harboring grudges or personal vendettas, nor did she appear to have the kind of ambition that would drive her to commit such a violent act. However, as the story unfolded, it became clear that Poppy's motivations were far more complex than anyone could have imagined. It was revealed that Poppy had been working in the shadows for years, manipulating events behind the scenes to position herself for a much more powerful role at Forrester Creations. Her quiet demeanor masked a sharp intellect and a cold ambition that could rival even the most ruthless of the Forrester family members. Poppy had grown resentful of the Forrester legacy, feeling like an outsider in the company that had been built by Ridge, Eric, and their family. She watched as the Forrester heirs took their place in the company, living out their glamorous lives with little regard for those who worked tirelessly behind the scenes. But what pushed Poppy over the edge wasn't just jealousy or ambition. It was a deep-seated desire for revenge. Years of being overlooked and underestimated had taken their toll on her, and she felt that her time had come. The victim, who was closely connected to the Forrester family, had unknowingly become a pawn in Poppy's master plan. Poppy's plan was meticulous. She had been working behind the scenes, subtly sowing discord between the key players in the Forrester family. She played on their insecurities, exploited their weaknesses, and maneuvered herself into a position where she could strike when the time was right. In the end, the murder was not just about eliminating a rival. It was about sending a message to the Forrester family. Poppy wanted to show them that she, too, could play the game and win. She had grown tired of being underestimated, and with one swift act, she made her presence known in the most dramatic way possible. The fatal decision. The actual moment of the murder was as chilling as it was calculated. Poppy had been in the same room as the victim, who had been trying to resolve some issues within the company. They were in the midst of a heated conversation when something shifted in the air. Poppy's calm exterior slipped away, and her true intentions became clear. With a sudden, brutal action, she ended the victim's life. What followed was a carefully executed plan to cover her tracks. Poppy manipulated the evidence, staged the crime scene, and planted false leads that would send the investigators down the wrong path. She used her knowledge of the Forrester family's inner workings to create confusion, knowing that the Forrester name and the tangled relationships within the family would make it nearly impossible to pinpoint the true killer. But Poppy made one critical mistake. She underestimated the power of the Forrester family's loyalty and determination to uncover the truth. As the investigation unfolded, key players in the story, like Brooke Logan and Detective Sanchez, began to connect the dots, unraveling the web of deception Poppy had so carefully woven. It was only a matter of time before Poppy's true nature was revealed. The shocking reveal. The reveal came at the height of the drama, as the Forrester family gathered together to confront the truth. In a tense and emotional moment, Poppy stood in front of them, her carefully constructed facade finally crumbling. The truth spilled out: her jealousy, her manipulation, her desire for power, and most importantly, her role in the murder. For the first time, she let down her guard and revealed the cold, calculating woman she had become. The Forrester family was left in shock. No one had ever imagined that the meek, unassuming Poppy could be capable of such a heinous crime. Her betrayal cut deeper than any of the family's previous enemies, and the shockwaves from the reveal would forever change the dynamics within Forrester Creations. The aftermath. As Poppy's fate is sealed and justice is served, the Forrester family must come to terms with the fact that one of their own, someone they trusted, someone who had been right there among them, was capable of such treachery. The aftermath will leave lasting scars on the family, but it will also open up new opportunities for those who survived the ordeal to rebuild and regain control of their lives and their legacy. As for Poppy, she will likely fade into the shadows, a footnote in the long and storied history of Forrester Creations. But the ripple effects of her actions will be felt for years to come, as the Forrester family is forced to reckon with the dark truths that lay beneath the surface of their world. The murder mystery that began with whispers of scandal and betrayal has now revealed a far more dangerous truth, one that will haunt them forever.